How we doing? I've got the wrong audio source live, but wanted to say hello.
You had one job.
I had one job and I'm doing every part of it incorrectly. Wanted to bring
That
this.
one picture is behind me.
Do do do. Just working on getting everything up here. But Matt and I wanted to join in with you guys and say hi. The original plan, as some of you know, was to work on playback.tv, and this audio is coming in hot because that's not what. There we go. We wanted to do playback, which should have allowed me to stream the game using my MLB TV account because that's what they say they do. I haven't used this before though, and of course because I hadn't used it before, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So we've hopped on over to which I can say I tried. We've hopped on over to Twitch. I am trying to make this look not so hideously ugly for everybody to watch as we chat in the background here. In the meantime, as I
Where were
figured,
you at the game? Just the
what's
the,
that?
the Rottweiler just laid down a bunt.
Oh, that's a terrible nickname. Is that real? Okay,
I
good.
saw somebody use it. I saw somebody use it when we were out west. I thought it was very funny.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay.
I guess Will Smith's like pretty hurt. I mean, they put him on the roster, but he's not playing.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising. There we go. I've got the right news for Sunday. All right, so Matt can hear me over in the Zencaster
So this
room.
means I have to listen to you and not the broadcast.
I mean, only if you want to, Matt. You know, it's six of one, half dozen of the other, right? Who's calling this game
So
again? Sean McDonough?
this is Boog. No, this is
This is
Johnny. This is a big AB right here. 2 outs, runner on second. The fans are standing.
Matty Albertson. Thank you for saying I sound better. This is my better mic. This should be the one I'm using. Drop that down. Zero. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be a little bit more of a clunk than being able to watch the video at the same time. But you know what? We wanted to get everybody together, at least everybody who wanted to hang
Did
out.
you want
And
me to try it on my my
no,
uh
no, no,
my,
no.
my
I mean,
account?
at this point, I think I'm just going to test it out in the afternoon tomorrow. And I guess anybody who's on the Discord can like hop in with me as I try and figure out what the hell's going on with it. Because it's a really cool idea in theory. Like I would love to be able to just have a room where we could watch the feed at the same time and like, you know, watch the game. But that just wasn't meant to be tonight, I guess. So that's
Tell me
okay.
what you think about some of the baseball you saw today.
I, all right. First things first. I guess we got to start. I guess we got to start with Cleveland and Detroit.
No.
Like what? I can't tell if it was really good or really bad. I don't know. And I feel like it's probably going to be that way tomorrow too. I don't know. Tarek Skubal is a god.
I mean, it'd
He's
definitely be worse tomorrow because Tarek School's not pitching.
yeah. Oh, Shohei Star.
Oh, you're ahead of me. Way to spoil it.
Yeah, sorry. I've got game day up on the stream. I'm not sure how much latency there is there, but
He
um,
just struck out.
there we go. Okay, so that's a little less than 10 seconds. Not too bad. Let me see if I can get a logo in this void of black space that is currently live here. Figure I can get this looking better.
I mean, the crochet start has got to go down as one of the best playoff starts ever. That was
That was
unbelievable.
crazy. That was like Madison Bumgarner vibes. Can I say that? Can I compliment Madison Bumgarner?
Oof. Yeah, I think so.
Hmm. All right, let's see here. Let me just duplicate this bad boy.
I can't see the chat. Like, is there supposed to be a chat that I'm seeing?
I would hop over on our Discord, hop over into stream chat. It's near the bottom of our channel list. Whatever's posted in there is going to come up on the stream.
I see.
Okay, so let me see. Just duplicate. There we go.
Oh, excuse me. Yawning. It's a real exhilarating stream here.
Yeah, I'm fiddling around with
So
Logan. Here we
that's
go.
so if we
There we go.
so if the rule is not the rule, but I mean so far it's since they've started this wild card series, I mean the game one winners won the series every single time. So do you think that Detroit, Boston, and Chicago have won their series? Of all those teams, what team would you give the best shot at like coming back? Yankees.
Yankees. Yeah.
Yankees have got Rodon and Schlittler.
Cammy Schlittler.
Red Sox don't have a game 3 starter apparently because Giolito is
It's hurt. Yeah.
hurt. But Bayo is a
He's good.
pretty damn good game 2 option.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to go 3 because I know I think everybody's still a little bit tired of Yankees Red Sox, but I wanted to go 3. I feel like it's the best matchup of like closely matched teams that are also good. It's not it's not Cleveland and Detroit. Not exactly anyway. Let me see if I can get a video up here. So how is everybody else doing out there? Y'all hanging in there? It's 9:40 here on the East Coast on a
How many
Tuesday
people
night.
are watching this right now? Like 6?
That's a good question. I don't have the numbers up in front of me.
Did you tweet it out or whatever?
No.
Don't tweet it. Blue sky it.
Blue
What do you call
it.
that?
People want to call it skeeting, and I refuse. I'm sorry.
That's
I can't do that. I can't do it. All right.
choice.
Let me connect to this. Here we go. All these goddamn screens in my office. All right.
Oh, that was a good pitch. Wow. Where the hell was that? I agree. Blake Snell. That was a strike. That was also a strike.
I wonder how much trouble do you think I would get in if I tried to add an MLB TV window as a frame here on the stream? Would I get in trouble? I don't have express written consent. Would that would that get me in hot water if I tried to do that?
I don't know. I'm not gonna retweet any of it, so
I would imagine. I would imagine.
You probably don't. You probably can't do that.
It's probably against the rules.
I can try. If you want to walk me through
what
off the air how to try to get that other one working.
Yeah, we'll figure something else out. Let me just get the Twitch to everybody who wants to hop in. Now that we're up and running, I figure we'll watch a few innings of this, and
it's fine. How do we feel about the helmet logos being back? Strauss season. Strauss on the Kepler helmet. It's really gonna hit. No. That's all right.
I'm just
look at those empty seats in the upper deck.
Where do they find these sponsors? Why does a workwear company and buildsubmarines.com why do they get the headline?
Build Submarines back? Is that a thing again?
Yeah. I mean, it was at least on MLB Network as of like just a couple weeks ago.
What's the over-under for Brian Hayes hits in this series, and why is it 0.5? And will he get the over?
I really liked Brian Hayes.
He's a great defender.
Yeah, but guy can't hit, unfortunately. But my guy Matt McLean can.
Since he does look overmatched, but they are, down by 1 run in the 3rd inning, and they've already gotten through Ohtani twice.
Mm-hmm.
Gave a home run once, but there's a nice double.
Yeah.
By a guy, Matt McLean took some awful at bats the last few weeks, and he's a really good player, but like he had a really rough season,
You got to think the shoulder's still bothering him now.
probably. And just talking to people about Alec Boehm today, I mean, that was
Hmm.
a lot of people think the shoulder's not bothering him anymore, and that was a big thing. And I mean, he did take some great at bats in the last 10 days of the season for what it's worth. I don't know how much it's worth, but it seems to be worth quite a bit because he's feeling very confident right now.
Yeah, it's hard not to love the way he's looked, honestly.
Can TJ Friedel get a 2-out hit with runner in scoring position?
Let's see if I can get a little bit of instrumental music on the background here.
Music, really? Elevator music?
Yeah, there we go. Maybe a little bit lower.
All right.
It's less elevator music and more dressing room at the TJ Maxx.
Here you go. Leverage count 2-0. How about that? Excuse me. He drops. He just drops a curve on there 2-0. I mean, that's pretty good.
I think I'm going to pause my stream to try and sync up with you. You're like a little less than 10 seconds.
I'm about
behind.
10 seconds. He just took ball 3.
Okay. If Snell just delivered the 3-1,
He just walked him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. We're close enough. I can deal with that. Perfect.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Any extra info for the intra squad game? How quote unquote real are they planning to make it? Yeah, Matt, did they give you anything about what's
Relatively
happening
real.
tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, Luzardo and Null are going to start.
Okay.
There'll be more about this tomorrow morning, but if you want to read in a little bit into Luzardo starting tomorrow, you should.
Oh. Okay.
They're going to play like 6 or 7 innings. They'll roll some innings, right? Where if there's too many pitches or if
Sure.
they just need to get to the next inning, it's not going to be. They're going to try to make it competitive. There'll be music and all the game day, the scoreboard effects and everything. They're going to try to make it real. I think they're also going to have some fun with it too. 29,000 tickets or something like that, which is just absurd, hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I think guys are pretty excited that like a lot of people are going to come see them practice. I think a lot of guys think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, what they ended up selling a little over 20,000 tickets. Was that right?
More than, I think it's like close to 30,000.
Close to 30? Oh, that's amazing.
Their biggest issue was they would have sold more, but I mean, their biggest issue was trying to staff the game,
Well, that makes
ballpark wise,
sense.
which
Yeah.
is a significant issue. I mean, it was
Sure.
a voluntary, people are getting paid to go work, but I mean, it wasn't a mandatory, work day for these people. So
Yeah.
it's a challenge. It takes a lot of people to put on, an event at the ballpark, whether it's security or concessions or whatever. So pretty amazing now.
And a great idea too. I
When-
love the idea. I'm glad they were able to bring it together and like actually.
I think
make
they said
this
that
happen.
Toronto is doing something similar. They were doing 2 like 5-inning scrimmages,
Mm.
and they're selling tickets. So 1 and 2. This is gonna be a curveball here.
Oof.
Oof is right. Change up. It's a loopy change up. 35 pitches in 3 innings.
It's pretty efficient for him. It's pretty efficient for anybody.
Blake Snell does look pretty filthy.
Yeah. He's good. He's so hard to judge, like what you're gonna get out of him. Not just night by night, because most of the time he is good, but the fact that he's just got these nagging injuries that come up every year. It's probably what a lot of people are going to think about Ranger, just in a less dominant way. Like obviously Ranger's not going to get the Snell contract, but man, I don't know. Sasaki out of the pen, I think, is interesting. Yeah.
It is, but I also think like I'm gonna go ahead and say like I'll believe it when I see. I'll believe it. I mean, he's gonna pitch out of the bullpen, but I'm gonna believe it when I see it because he had some really good outings at the end of September, but different situation here.
Oh, completely.
And a lot of pressure to throw strikes, and he early in the season could not throw strikes, could not throw enough strikes. We'll see, but yeah, I mean, I think they're going to give him a big shot because they don't have a lot of other guys right now. I'm curious to see if Sheen factors in this game after Snell. Not sure how they're going to play it in this game. Obviously depends if Snell goes 6 or 7. I mean, I doubt they push him past 6, but we'll see.
Put this down off so I stop craning my neck all the way up every much better. Okay.
Alden, my boy. It's a great dude. Good rider.
Alden Gonzalez.
Yeah.
He covered one of the Chicago teams for the Athletic for a second, right? Was he
No,
Cubs?
never worked at the Athletic.
Was he California?
He
Am I
worked at
mixing him up with
MLB.com
somebody?
for a bunch. Yeah, he covered
Angels.
the Angels.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
I
mixing
don't know
up
if he
with
covered
somebody.
another team, MLB.com, but yeah, he's great writer, great guy, good reporter. Tito's always got a wad. A lot of bubble gum.
So big.
It's not
Oh, yeah.
dip, actually. I think it's gum.
Well, yeah, he had to quit,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, again, hello everybody who may just be trickling in. We are Paul and Matt and Paul. We are Phillies Therapy. The Phillies are not playing in this game, in case you haven't noticed, but they will play the winner of this series.
There's a red
And
team.
so we're trying to get a little advanced scouting in and figured, why not open up the room for everybody else? See if anybody else
Will
is
it be
doing
an
anything.
issue if they end up playing the Reds and their big phrase is Red October? Like, the Reds could just make it Reds October.
You got your eye on the prize there.
No?
I like Red October stuff better than Built for Fall or whatever it is they're trying to push
It's
this
built
year.
for fall. And the question is how long, how far do they push on a green here? Like, I mean, can he throw 100 pitches in this game? 110?
I mean, you can't take it with you, man.
Correct.
That's it. Well, nope, not far enough.
You're still a little ahead of me.
Am I?
You're about 2 seconds ahead of me.
Okay. Do
Let's
another
hit well.
recalibration here.
2 seconds.
Bam. There we go. Doing this on the fly. This is how they did it in the olden days.
No, in the olden days, you went to a bar and you watched it,
Yeah,
with
right.
other people in person.
Yeah.
So this is so the pitching decisions are interesting because they decided to put Lodolo in the bullpen, and it's really because they don't have a left-handed reliever. And this is instructive, if they do end up facing the Phillies. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're imagining Lodolo. You're getting like 2 or 3 innings out of him in this series, and you're trying to maximize it basically. And I think they want him to face Ohtani and Freeman, late in the game with a lead or a tie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that leads you to starting Zach Littell in game 2 and essentially make it a bullpen game. I think Chase, their plan is to have Chase Burns going, being behind Littell at some point. And Burns is really good, but I don't know. And Abbott is a great guy to have in your back pocket for game 3, but again, the way that they had to use their pitchers in the final weekend, really hurt them here because I think in the ideal world they have Green, then Abbott, then Lodolo, for a 3-game series.
Do you think Bruce
100
Bochy really goes
on
back to the
hands.
Giants? Do you think that really happens?
I don't know. I'm less convinced than I was 12 hours ago. I would say.
Because there are so many
talking to some people.
openings.
No,
and
just
things?
just talking to some people.
Hmm.
Just talking to some people about why the Melvin thing didn't end well, and it makes me wonder if they go to somebody who's even older than Melvin. And obviously Bochy has a tremendous history in San Francisco, but
Sure.
kind of sounds like they're looking for a little bit of fresh blood. but we'll see. There's a lot of pitches.
Can't do too much of that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of pitches.
And the tricky part for the Reds is you're asking for trouble if you need to go to the early parts of that bullpen, especially if you're trailing. Right, like the idea of bringing in Nick Lagolo to face those guys. Yeah.
Right. Well, they're not going to bring him in if they're losing.
Right.
I think.
Like, what do you pull the Nick Martinez cord to try and just finish it out if you're trailing here?
Yeah, I mean, there's a break even. Yeah, I mean, there's a moment where you got to be down by 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't know what the number is, but there is a moment when you're going to make a decision to say we're not going to use our guys tonight. Like that's a real thing. Especially if you feel like you have to win the next 2. So you want your guys to be able to pitch back to back next 2 days, and if you use somebody tonight, that's just risky. But you never want to punt on a game, do you?
You never know.
Jazz Chisholm very upset that he didn't play tonight.
I was talking with my wife about this, right? And like the idea of starting Jose Caballero and Ahmed Rosario against Garrett Crochet, like, okay.
Get it.
I would have played Jazz. I would have played Jazz. I don't know.
I haven't looked at the numbers enough to know, but apparently he had started 26 of their last 27 against lefties and didn't start tonight. Back-to-back walks. This is a problem. He's not missing by that much, but they all count as balls if they're out of the strike zone. But again, I wrote this, and I think I mentioned this. It's in my story from tomorrow, but I think I mentioned it in the pod. I mean, if you're a Phillies fan here, I mean, all you're solely rooting for, not, even if you have an opponent you prefer, whatever the case, you just want this to go 3. Because if it does go 3, Dodgers will pitch Ohtani, Reds will pitch Abbott, and it pretty much leaves the winner of that series with either, Glass now in game 1 against the Phillies if it's the Dodgers, and Brady Singer if it's Reds in the NLDS. So I mean, you just want it to go 3. Yeah. Crazy, right? Though, how few of these 3-game series have gone 3 since this format started, right? It's very few.
Very few.
Brewers Mets was one of them, and of course the Phillies played the winner of that, and it didn't matter that it went 3. But I think in this instance, there's a real, those 2 starting pitchers who would go in game 3 of this series. Those are pretty good. And this is that's not good.
Sorry to those of you who are listening to my desktop audio and just heard that Windows ding.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I know. You're spared. All you have to hear is my voice. Well, there's your bad miss right there.
Yeah.
That's... But also, like, the combination, like having Tyler Stevenson behind the plate, like he's not the best defensive catcher in the world.
Well,
that will
do it.
That will complicate things.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
That will complicate things a little bit. That will.
That was a good swing. I mean, he got it. 1-0, a lot of pressure. He had to come in the zone, and he was dead red.
Yeah. Nick Martinez, get warm, baby.
I mean, you keep going here. He's only 60 pitches. 52.
That's what you're afraid of. I mean, the Dodgers, obviously, like, people talk about the Dodgers all the time, not breaking any news saying they're talented, but, like, they're so much more likely to just punish a mistake pitch than the Reds.
Well, I mean, especially in a leverage count. He's, they've been watching this guy really, really struggle here, and he's sitting dead red there. He's all heater, and he got it.
Michael, the point about the Dodgers bullpen is valid right now because they're not throwing well. And the game isn't over,
my God.
But, well, all right, if you're going to give up a tank to Tommy Edman, maybe. it's not your night.
Tommy Tanks.
Uh,
Rob Lowe. Wow. Look at that. He's psyched.
half expected
Rob
him
Lowe.
to.
How come Rob Lowe wasn't wearing an MLB
I
hat?
was half expecting him to wear an MLB logo hat when he appeared on the frame there. No memes this time. He learned better.
Jason Bateman. Wow, they're really just showing everybody here. Yeah, this would be a good time for a mound visit. Well, what were all my predictions? I think all my predictions have officially lost. What was my... did you write it down?
I did. I'm pulling out my notebook.
I had Yankees in 2, Padres in 2, Reds in 2. Those are all wrong.
All right, here we go.
What did I have?
Here are my
Cleveland in 3.
episode editing notes for those of you who'd like a little peek behind the curtain there. You had Yankees 2, Cleveland in 3, San Diego in 2.
Cleveland in 3 is the only one that's alive. I nailed it.
And Cincinnati in 2, which is technically still alive. Barely. It's hanging in there.
There's too many.
Oh,
first
Scott
pitch
Barlow.
misses.
Scotty Barlow.
Oh, good God. He's on this team? My God. Don't think I realized that. Like, what's the advantage of taking Green out now at this point? I mean, he's got to just...
I mean, if you're worried that they're just gonna keep whacking him around, then yeah, okay. I guess you got to pull the plug. Because no,
Great
face
stat.
value, Scott Barlow is not an advantage here.
Great stat. Dingers are important in October.
Yeah, I love how informative
You take
broadcasts
him
are.
out if he goes in hypothetical games. I don't know. I doubt it. He's never done that. I doubt that he even comes in for that. For a game.
Yeah, would you bring it back on one day's rest after 60
No,
pitches?
can't.
Like, I don't know.
No, you got at this point. You just want him to throw 100, and you hope he gives you 5 innings.
Yeah. Also, though, kudos to the Dodgers for being the first team to score more than 3 runs in a game today. One out of 8 ain't bad, I guess.
Why is Kike Hernandez starting this game? Oh, Michael Conforto is not on the wild card roster. And with all the lefties that the Phillies have, is Michael Conforto? Why would he be on the division series roster? Right?
Well, maybe you... Well, no, because they love to go to Kike for defensive reasons late in games. I was going to say maybe you save
Look at
him
that binder.
for...
What is Blake Snell reading right now?
I was going to say maybe you
Did
save
see
him
that?
for a Kirkring or Duran appearance, but I don't know. You're not pinch hitting for Teoscar, or probably... Maybe you pinch hit for Pajes there? I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, his play this year didn't exactly
They
warrant
put
it, so-
They put Austin Dean. No, I'm sorry, Justin Dean. Austin Dean is a former big league outfielder from years ago. Justin Dean. They put him on the roster over Conforto.
What is a Justin Dean?
Speed guy. Johan Rojas.
Okay. $18 appearances,
have-
2 plate appearance. 18 games, 2 plate appearances. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They have Justin Dean and they have Alex Call,
Mm-hmm.
who you figure will start against a lefty.
Nationals legend.
But
He's got to
Yeah.
get out of this inning, man. This is just a slog at
he's
this
throwing
point.
a lot of pitches. Yeah. I wonder if Conforto just isn't active.
Yeah, he might not be. Matt, the people want to know what beverage you're sipping this evening.
I have my last. Oh, he just got bailed out.
Yeah.
I have my last beer from Maine from the trip over the summer. This is a lunch. I probably should have drank it months ago, but I didn't. It's very good.
You have restraint, and I admire that about you.
Well, it's not even a restraint. It's more like the longer their beers are not. They don't hold up great. They hold up okay, but another Rob Lowe shot. Thank God. It's literally Rob Lowe.
Literally, Rob. I just finished Parks and Rec rewatch too.
Oh, did you? It's a good show. A question, in and out or Skyline chili. That's like this is the most sacrilegious question anyone's ever asked. Skyline chili is disgusting. If anyone likes it, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
And
that's
In-N-Out
one
was
I've still
great.
never had.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I know we've talked like on episodes and all that wonderful stuff about how you don't want to pick your opponent, but like it really would be nice to face the Reds instead of the Dodgers. I know the Phillies do match up.
I disagree
but,
with you. I disagree with you. Like, I think they match up just fine against the Dodgers, and like the hottest take would be that like I don't know. I mean, like if the Reds were to beat the Dodgers in the series, they would be coming to Philadelphia with some serious mojo. Essentially, like we beat the Dodgers, like no one can beat us. We can do anything, and that's we've seen what that mindset can do. But even when you're not the best, when you're not the better team. So
I'm with you because you're right. On paper, matchup is fine. It is. I think the Phillies will do fine.
They've matched up well with them. Now, like yes, I mean the Dodgers starting pitching has been really good. The Phillies starting pitching has been really good too. I mean, it'd be a good series.
It's tough, yeah. I guess that's the good news, though, right? Because
And don't you want to get, if you're the Phillies, they do, I would say, like, not in October, but I mean, this is true. I mean, they do generally play up or down to their opponent. And they I don't know, I think they'd be pretty amped up about the idea of beating the defending champions.
well, okay,
Sending them home.
okay, yeah, that's a fair point. I could absolutely see them playing down to the Reds. I don't know though, man. I would feel so much better about.
You're not supposed to feel good about it. It's playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I am excited though. I can say this on Tuesday. I am excited for Saturday. Like I'm ready. I do still feel good about this team, and I feel like the odds are just they're nice. They're nice this year. I don't.
Nice.
Well, I always struggle to get the words right when I talk about how like confident I feel about something to do with this sport. Because I get these feelings like
No, because nobody knows anything.
right, but like I want to be out there saying like, yeah, you know what I do? I feel good about this matchup. Better than usual, even in this particular case. But because things just go sideways so often in the sport, I'm just like, I find myself checking myself before I, steer into the wreck here. And it's just.
But let's say Dodgers win this in 2, and you get Ohtani in the mound Saturday night at Citizens Bank Park, and let's say you ding him for a few runs early in the game. I mean, don't you feel like at that, like you've got all the confidence in the world then if you're the Phillies, like you're
Sure.
like, oh, okay, like this is not impossible.
Well, and how long?
Because it's not.
How long is Ohtani expected to go anyway? Is he going to go more
I
than
know they
3
pushed him
innings?
his last start. Oh yeah. I mean, his last one, I think, did he go 6 his last one? There was the first time they pushed him past 5, I think. He went 6 in his last start. 91 pitches. Both season highs.
6 innings. Okay.
The bigger question is, does he pitch a second game in the series? Because they've given him no fewer than 6 days rest, basically, since he went to, starting for real.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there will be an impulse for sure to bring him back later in the series. I don't know if it's a slam dunk, though.
Okay.
And there'll be temptation for him to come in relief in some games, too.
Sure, absolutely.
Even though he'd have to come in to close out a game, because if he comes in as a reliever and exits the game he cannot bat again if he's a reliever. Like if he relieves and comes out, he can't.
Right.
He's done. Whereas if he's a starter, starting pitcher, right, he can stay in the game. No, Austin Hayes.
These boys look a little overmatched tonight. He's so far up in front of that.
Blake Snell's talking to himself. That's a pretty cool view. I like that catcher view.
Yeah, I don't know what I think about that. They're debuting it now on these broadcasts, and I'm like, the zone is wavering as the umpire's head moves on these replays, and it's throwing me off. It's messing with me. Yes, Austin Hayes is on a one-year deal with the Reds. Austin Hayes, who...
Max Kepler had more home runs than Austin Hayes.
Oh, there you go. That was one of our over-unders, right?
I wonder if it's Phillies Dodgers, the fourth starter for the Dodgers in that series, is it Glasnow or Kershaw? I mean, the numbers say Glasnow, but because Kershaw is left-handed, it's probably Glasnow.
I would think so. Glasnow's better at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, left-handed is fine, but also we know Kyle Schwarber doesn't care. And that's the reason why you'd probably lean lefty against the Phillies, right? To try and neutralize left-handed hitters when Kyle Schwarber doesn't care.
Right. I mean, it'd be more about the other lefties in the lineup. Marsh, Kepler, Stott.
I'm a little sad Kyle's season ended the way it did with these last 4 games with the 8 strikeouts and 14 plate appearances. Not because I think it indicates anything for the playoffs, but just because
he was pretty sad about it too.
Yeah, it brings his...
Said he was trying too hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, yes, of course. But like, again, I'm struggling with my words, and great for podcasts, but I guess this is live TV. How do we get through? Can we get through to people who just want to be that frustrated and mad at everything all the time and not be like in cruise control at any point? There's just, you never take a second off if you're like that and you're complaining about the offense. Yeah, okay, they weren't scoring. Who cares? They were locked into their seed. They were getting their work in. You're watching a spring training game. Who cares? Doesn't mean anything. Like, can we get through to these people?
No, I don't want to.
Oh, that answers the better question, I guess.
Hunter Green is done. This stream might be done soon too. I don't know how much Scott Barlow I can watch here tonight.
Yeah, what kind of lid is Scott Barlow keeping this pop?
I don't know. I mean, they may end up pitching a position player in this game.
God, that's so embarrassing. It used to be so much fun. I mean, I'm getting real old man. This is old man screams at cloud hour here. But like, how can you just suck so much of the fun out of something like that? That used to be fun when that happened. I thought it was fun, and now it's just like, now it's dull. I think it's worse than irritating. It's just dull. I don't get the joy from it that I used to get. Seeing somebody come in and lob these, 45... Oh. Yeah. Lob these 45-mile-an-hour ephesus in an 18-2 game. I don't know. I guess it was definitely all about the novelty. Anyway, I don't want to be too grumpy. I promise I'm not usually this grumpy. I'm just taking the
You seem
opportunity
very
to
grumpy.
shout at nothing in particular without provocation.
Yeah, I wonder how they finish this game.
I guess while this is not really super competitive, let me turn to the audience here.
It's true. Thanks. Where it's
Yeah.
Hopefully, Phillies
Hopefully,
did take 2 out of 3 while sleepwalking through the whole series. It did help that the Twins are playing, fielding a Double A team.
yeah, they're terrible. You know, I assume anybody who's still with us at the moment, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, that you've listened to us at some point along the way. And I'm curious if you're, logged in and can leave a comment. I'd love to see this. It's not a plug for interaction.
They're breaking out the 3D. Why is this? This is such a stupid use of technology. Why do we need this? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. What do you guys think of what we've been doing? Because we've been pretty consistent with format. I'd say this year was our most consistent with weekly episodes. Obviously, this is the first year of that was a good slider of Patreon stuff.
Scott Barlow is making show your time.
Yeah. Our first season of Patreon stuff. Started out with the one giveaway early in the spring. I didn't do another one of those just because I couldn't, personal reasons this summer. And I'm just curious, what are we thinking about the show? I want to hear what you all think. I can't guarantee that we will change anything because what we're doing is working for us, but I am curious just to hear it. So think of it as a chance to just say something without,
you're not going to listen.
Repercussion. Well, I mean, it's not it's it's not that I'm not going to listen, but I do have a selfish bit of curiosity to what people are getting from us, because I'm not seeing. Every once in a while I'll check our show's page on Apple to see if anybody's.
I don't want any feedback.
You don't want any. All right, never mind, forget it.
No, feedback is good, but you're saying there's not enough feedback, on the comments or whatever. And I mean, I consider no feedback to be great feedback. Great
Honestly, yes. Discord and regular episodes enhance the whole experience. Cool, thank you, Matt. Okay, that's good. Bill, also welcome. I know you just joined. You're a recent addition to our family here. Thank you for joining, and thank you for posting here. The Deadline stream. I had a lot of fun with the Deadline stream. I thought that was cool. I really had fun just kind of going with that up through, the very end of time. Oh, Scott Barlow. We were too quick to judge.
That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was a ton of fun. I for years now have just kind of obliquely said that I wanted to do more of things like this, but I know it needs a little bit more structure than just, Matt and I talking like this, because it's not too much different from a podcast episode.
If only the technology would have worked the way you intended it.
Betrayed me.
Maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, I can't do tomorrow. I don't know. We'll do tomorrow night.
Are you gonna be at the park for the Intro Squad? I would imagine, yeah.
No, my son's birthday party is tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. It's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Theo. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to do more stuff like this. Yes, the Discord has absolutely exceeded my expectations. Not just in how active you all are, and people who are watching on YouTube or Twitch. The stream chat channel that you see live on the stream here is on our Discord. That is one of the channels where you can go in and chat. It is not used that much. The only other time we used it was for that trade deadline stream. But it's one of the things that you can come in and just pop in. We have a couple of off-topic stuff, but most of 98% of the Scott Barlow. All right, I'm sorry, mea culpa.
I was not familiar with your game.
Jesus. Yeah, the Discord is great. It's not just a matter of being active, because it is. Every single day, it has been active in some form or fashion. It's fantastic, but the quality is good. Like all you who are in there and talking about stuff, like you're smart people and you're courteous to everybody else and you're keeping it good, and thank you for that. So no, I'm right there with you. I think the Discord has been fantastic. Seeing a little bit of that echoed. Thank you. Ba, ba, ba. So, all right, a question about the live stream of the episodes. We did a little bit of that last year. There were a couple of episodes where
Couldn't get the technology to work.
yeah, where when we had this almost exact same setup. When we were recording the episode, I would stream it on Twitch, and the whole thing would be there. Like obviously, I would edit the audio later, but the session while we were actually
Part of it is that we
recording,
often return, right? We often record at weird times now. Usually it's like in the morning, late morning.
yeah. The streams have
But if
typically
we do
been
night,
Monday mornings or and now with the playoffs happening, especially, they're probably going to be a couple of weird timed ones. That is something we could do again though. Like this is the setup. It's pretty easy. I already have my OBS templates and everything put together. Like doesn't need a whole lot of tweaking. That's something we could do. Joe chiming in. Joe does a great job modding the Phillies Reddit, bringing that back up from wherever it was before I learned about it a couple of years ago. PT Queen, my favorite. Thank you. We'll see. All right, and so that comment made it onto the stream, so I won't read the whole thing again. And thank you. That's exactly like what I was hoping for. Thank you. That's fantastic. Yeah, we tweet about the birds. Go birds. Well, if you feel like you've learned something, that's just an added bonus because, for my part, it really is just me talking. Like, I'm just on the outside. I'm totally a fan at this point. I did my part of writing and blogging, I guess, and that's done. And I'm not like trying to really know too much about everything. And I think that's kind of why this works. Like we always had the idea of I come into this as the quote unquote fan, and Matt has the grounding presence of being there with the team and knowing, way more than I ever could, and writing about these guys and actually getting to know them along the course of a season. And my whole thing is just trying to make sure it's not like a sports radio interview.
Dog. Did you just see that dog?
I did see that dog, and it's beautiful sunglasses.
What in the world?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I can see the argument for maybe we should have a little bit more structure to what we do, but also I think the fact that we just sit down, take 3 minutes before we record to be like, all right, let's talk about this in this order. That's truly what we do. And then we just talk about it. Like nothing about our episodes is scripted. I think I've said this before. My little rambling intros are always improvised. Matt comes prepared with more info, obviously, but he's not reading from a script. He's, Matt, you've obviously got a ton of stuff you can share at the drop of a hat, basically, when it's warranted on an episode. I don't know. It's just most of the other podcasts are done by diehard fans. PT isn't just a fan cast. Yeah, and that's another thing too, because I think the diehard version of fandom now is not something that works well for me. If I'm going to be the fan part of this equation, like I don't want to be the fan type that really lives and dies by every game, because I don't. That's just not how I watch the game. There are a lot of losses every baseball year, and a lot of times where I'm just okay with it. You don't get that with people who are like way more into the birds, or even the Sixers and Flyers, where the drastically shorter schedules mean every game counts a lot more, because there are a lot of just okay losses in a baseball year, and you have to be okay with that, and you have to be able to be like, a lot of times during the year. And you can't do that when you're talking about the Eagles. You can't just be like, all right, so we lost by 3 to the Raiders. No, that would throw people into apoplectic fits. Like, it's not conducive, and I don't watch the game that way. If I came in here like that, what would really separate me? There's a place for it, and I think there's absolutely entertainment value on top of the knowledge that comes with guys who are more animated than I am. but I would just be like them. It would turn our show into more of that. It wouldn't set us apart, I think. So maybe it makes me a little bit more boring to come in here and just kind of like do my thing the way I do my thing.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, I did. I did. No, I know. I watch baseball in a weird way. I do. I watch this game weirdly.
I'm kidding. No,
Don't.
You're not weird.
I do.
Keep Brian Hayes was so close to getting a hit.
Oh, hit the over. It is. It's weird. There are so many losses where I'm just like, yeah, okay, and it doesn't bother me. But it very clearly bothers a lot of people out there, and it's hard to see that.
Yawning.
I wish you peace. Well, it is almost
60
10:30.
pitches in 5 innings. It's almost time for bedtime.
Thank you for the echoing comments in the stream chat while I rambled there. No, it's good and it's validating. Like, I like what we do. And bonus points, it's really easy to do it this way. It's so easy to do it this way. So easy.
Yes, it's true. You do have another job, a real job, and this is just a side project for me. So
yeah. It truly is. I cannot ask for an easier way to do this. So if this continues to work, then that's fantastic.
Did you like San Antonio? How many days were you there?
I was there for 3 days. I got down there on a Sunday.
Did you go down the river walk and walk around and stuff?
I had the option to do that, and I decided to hell with that and just planted my ass at the resort, the hotel that we were at for the 3 hours or whatever it was. I was just like, nope, no, thank you. And we also had there was a little secret. We were able to get a little stipend from our operations folks to go to the spa at the resort. So I just got myself a little massage, just kind of zoned out. It was so good. Matt, I woke up.
You got a massage?
I woke up in a different year, man. It had been years since I had a massage. It was so good. I needed it. And they had a good pool too.
Great.
No, it was cool. It was so hot down there. I know it's hot here now for late September, like low 80s.
Yeah, but you know what? Starting tomorrow, chilly.
It's gonna be better. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me catch up with the chat a little bit here. Will the Reds score this series? Yeah, I hope so.
Remember the last time the Reds played a playoff series was the COVID year, and didn't they not score in that series or something?
I don't remember.
Freddie Galvis was on that team.
I mean, Matt, when we were recording, like I barely.
Yeah, they got swept and they got shut out. Remember they played a 13-inning game in 2020 in Game 1, and then they got shut out in Game 2.
Oof.
So the Reds haven't scored a run in the playoffs.
It's been a minute. What are our favorite Phillies jerseys of all time? Like the style? 2018 Players Weekend ones are massively underrated. I think those were interesting shades of the blue and red in the Players Weekend jerseys. My favorite, I can't. Nothing beats the powder blue and maroons though. Just for nothing.
The last time the Cincinnati Reds scored a run in a playoff game was the 8th inning of the wild card game in 2013, a Shin-Soo Choo home run.
Oh, I used to love Shin-Soo Choo.
Great
I
player.
thought that guy was so cool.
But that was the last time they scored a run in the playoffs. It was 12 years ago.
Yeah. That's not
They haven't won a playoff series since 1995.
Yeah, that I've been hearing a lot of this week, which is a shame.
It was against the Reds. I mean, it was against the Dodgers, coincidentally. That's pretty
bad.
crazy.
That's bad. I mean, there is a chance based on this field that like a long time suffering franchise could actually like finally break the curse, but I mean, the Reds are not off to a good start here. The Mariners, TBD. Cleveland, TBD. How long does Freddie Freeman keep playing? That's what I
Is
want
this
to
his
know.
dad they keep going? This is Fred, right? They keep showing.
I
Fred
think so.
Freeman?
I'm on mute, so I can't really tell.
Freddie Freeman, incredibly nice man, by the way.
I believe that 100%. I want to like Freddie Freeman, you know? Like he was one of those guys
No, I mean, what a career.
I was half ashamed to admit that even when he was still on the Braves that I liked him. And for me to admit that I like a Braves player means they got to be doing something right. Yeah, I liked him even then. So good. I want him to be a good person. Anymore, there's a lot of rooting and crossing of fingers, hoping for guys to be kind of good. So I'll take that. Yeah, so he's 35 now. He's got how many more years? Through 27.
How many hits?
24, 31.
He gets there, right? It's gonna be close.
He's got 2 more years on this deal. He won't get there by then, but the way he swings, it doesn't look like he's lost any speed with that.
No, but it's a matter of
flick
like, can he stay on his feet for
right?
another 5 years?
Like if he
Even
keeps
he's a
beating up
DH,
his legs,
you know, even if he's a DH, like, can he stay on his feet and his legs for 5 more years to get to 3,000? I'm gonna guess that he falls short of 3,000.
He might have to do it with another team, because if he falls into DH territory, obviously that's not.
Well, I mean, like, he's
happening
gonna
on this
end up
team.
back in Atlanta at some point.
I would think so. That would make
You know,
a lot of
whether
sense.
it's like 39 or something, or at the end. But I would be surprised if he didn't finish there.
What's your early thought on Atlanta in 2026? Are they going to bounce back significantly, or are they?
I don't know, but they're gonna go for it.
They're going to go for it. Oh yeah, I guess they kind of have.
But I'm not sure how different the core is gonna look. I mean, they'll run it back with the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to have some bullpen work to do.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, the rotation, they won't have Smith Shaw, or he'll be out for the year. You know, Grant Holmes is a big question because he did the non-surgical route for his elbow, and I'm going to guess that it doesn't work out. I mean, it just kind of always feels like
Never seems to, right?
it ends up being surgery. So, I mean, still, though, that leaves you with Sale, Schwellenbach, Strider, Waldrop, who was fantastic.
Waldrop looks significant, yeah.
That's
Scott
a pretty good
Barlow,
four right
man.
there.
What did you hear me talking to you through the stream, my guy? Damn, dude. Matt, there was a question for you in the stream chat. What do you remember about being on Daily News Live way back in the day?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do I remember? I don't know what I remember the most. I remember thinking I didn't belong there.
Yeah, you had imposter syndrome.
Definitely. I remember that was like the first time I think I met Stan Hockman. Was one of those.
Okay.
It was one of those shows, which was really cool. I don't know. I remember I just thought it was, yeah, I mean, I didn't think I belonged. That was the biggest thing. But it was pretty cool.
I had that feeling when, before this season, I did that. I did Pat Gallen's web series, the Gallon of Questions show, and he takes like a Polaroid with his guests, and we did ours before the show, and we took ours, and he put mine on the wall in that studio right next to Ray Didinger, and I look at that and I'm like, what am I doing here? What?
Yeah.
Why is my picture next to Ray Diddy? Like, what? That was a real similar kind of moment for me. I stood there and looked at it. I took a picture and I sent it to my dad because I knew he would appreciate that. And
Nice.
it was just one of those moments where it's just like, damn, is that really what I'm doing? And I guess I was. I love doing TV, dude. I really do.
You do? I hate it.
I do. I really do. You know, I went to school thinking I would be a broadcaster. I obviously chose the absolute wrong school for that. It was great for me as a person, but like the University of Scranton to try and do that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You go to Scranton if you want to go into like occupational therapy or nursing or education. Like those are the real Those are the real good ones to go to Scranton for. Communication and journalism, like I really liked my professors and teachers, but that's not what it's known for. I actually did, believe it or not, I visited Syracuse. I did not apply,
I
and
saved a lot of money.
well,
I'm
you know what?
serious.
Well, you know what threw me off? I couldn't go hands-on with equipment until my junior year. They wouldn't let you go hands-on with radio or TV stuff until your junior year. But
So I didn't do radio too.
the only thing I remember from that tour is that our group bumped into Eliza
Oh, here's your
Orlins,
boy.
who
Who's Eliza
eventually went on
Orlins?
Survivor and is now like
Way over my head.
public defender.
I've never watched Survivor in my life.
Really?
No.
Really? Wow. Okay.
It's not because
Do
I
you-
hate it or anything. I just never.
Do you have a trash TV show? I'm not talking about this particular game. Do you have a trash TV show you watch? Ugh.
I mean,
Teo.
you're ahead of me again. How did this?
How does this happen?
Did he hit a home run? Oh, I can't wait to see what happens on this pitch. 0-2? Oh God.
Oh no, it's Connor Phillips too. One of our guys to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he just threw a nice 99-mile-an-hour pitch on the outer edge, but it was an 0-2 pitch. What is he throwing a strike there? Terrible.
Matt, I don't know if the Reds have it in them.
One game,
Tonight.
Paul. You know,
Tonight.
It's,
Tonight.
so it's a best
Tonight.
of three.
Tonight. They're gonna
I
come
wanna go
storming back,
to LA
obviously.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, straight as an arrow.
The choices I'd spend a few days in Cincinnati or a few days in LA. I hate to tell you which one I'd prefer. A trashy TV show. What counts as trashy?
Guilty pleasure.
I mean, does Entourage count? I mean, when I loved Entourage when it first came out. I mean, that's considered. I would look back on that now and be like, "Why did you like this show? That's pretty trashy."
Yeah, okay, I count that. I'll return you the favor. I've never watched an episode of Entourage.
That's fair. I mean, you've made the right choice.
Below Deck. I used to watch a lot of
Did
Below
that guy
Deck.
catch that? Is that the guy with the hat? Did he catch that?
That is a sweet hat. The people around him are reacting
He
and
did
talking on
catch
their
that.
phones as if he did. Yeah.
Nice catch.
Bam.
And still going to deduct him points for being an adult who brought a glove to a game.
Jersey Shore. Oh my god.
Never watched Jersey. I watched a couple episodes of Jersey Shore. I never watched that much. Oh, Connor Phillips.
Do you guys have a non-Phillies playoff team in your lifetime that is a favorite of yours? I'm always fond of the 97 Marlins and 2002 Giants. Who did I really like? In the
04 Red Sox.
04 Red Sox.
04
is a
Red
good one.
Sox.
Let me take a quick look at B-Ref here. I want to give a legit answer to this.
95 Indians. 97 Indians. 97 Indians.
When they were absolutely stacked on offense.
Yeah. I mean, I was like
Uh,
11 years old. That was a cool team to watch. They hit so many home runs.
I weirdly really enjoyed the 05 White Sox. I thought they were just, I don't know, something
Scott
really spoke to me
Podsednik.
about that team. It's Scotty Pods. You know, maybe it was that Aaron Rowan went there and I was like, oh, I was like happy when the Phillies picked him up, and I remembered him from that run. I don't know. There was some kind of tie back to the 05 White Sox with me that I really liked. Obviously didn't enjoy any of the Giants runs, so I'm not going to talk about them. Cardinals, no, they were annoying. I kind of wanted the 2011 Rangers to pull that one off. So, you know, obviously not being a Rangers
Still,
fan.
arguably the greatest game in Major League Baseball history.
The David Freese triple and walk. Yeah, like it's hard to do it much better than that. And also, props to Joe Buck for throwing in the reference to his dad on that call. Yeah,
I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's other games and there's plenty of candidates, but that game, for my purposes, I think that's the greatest game ever played.
The single greatest single game performance that I ever watched happened in that series when Albert Pujols, I'm pulling up now, game 3. He went 5 for 6 with 3 home runs, drove in 6. Just absolutely, I've never watched a dude own a game in the playoffs and in the World Series, no less, as absolutely thoroughly and completely as he owned that game. Just absolute terror. 5 for 6, 4 runs scored.
Interesting. Tommy Edmonds out of the game already, and just to get him off his feet. But obviously, the ankle is an issue here.
Yeah.
You know, he's not playing the outfield. They have him on the infield. And now they're taking him out. All this to suggest that he is just not healthy.
2023 Luis Arise.
So if you're watching this game, trying to
22?
look forward, I mean, obviously you've got a few things to think about here. You've got Will Smith not being healthy enough to play. You've got Edmund clearly banged up coming out of the game. You know, the outfield dynamic is interesting. You know, no Conforto. You know, how do they handle left field and center field against righties and lefties? What else? That's about it.
I know
Don't throw Teoscar Hernandez a 1-0 heater belt high.
I know he hasn't done it as much lately, but Philly killer Miguel Rojas on the Dodgers always looms. You figure he's going to do something stupid. Where his career?
That's your guy. The guy who started an outbreak. Remember that?
Yeah, the outbreak that won Don Mattingly Manager of the Year. Didn't he win Manager of the Year for 2020? Because they made the playoffs? Didn't they give it to him even after the outbreak?
6-0.
6-0 out of baseball, Sanchez. All right, Miguel Rojas against the Phillies in his career, 104 starts, 124 games, 292, 340, 409 slug.
Yeah.
So he's done next to nothing for 4 years running now. So all those scars are from the turn of the decade. Tej, my guy. That's not going to do it.
You call him Tej, really?
Tej, no, I don't. I like TJ Friedl though.
Undrafted.
Yeah, undrafted is going to be like a really productive player. It's great. All right. Do we have what else is going on out there with Chatland, folks? Is there anything else on your minds?
You got about 5 minutes left in me here.
Yeah, I don't think we're very long for this game. No, the Reds are just not. They're not. I don't think they're going to do it tonight. Just don't think they're going to do it tonight. Snell looks good, and he's only at 68 pitches, 2 outs into the 6th. I mean, if Blake Snell is running that pitch count on you that late into a game, you're in trouble.
I mean, he's throwing pitches like that. Those two called strikes though under the hands, just spotting them.
Yeah.
It's pretty
One
good.
hit.
It's not like it's not like they haven't been chasing a ton. They've chased a little bit. Is he calling his own pitches? He is.
Yep.
Some of his own pitches. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little hip. Would the Mets have put up a better fight?
Up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty. All these things are on the
Interesting.
shadow. Yeah, he looks great.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, you got a guy behind the plate who hasn't caught him a ton, you'd assume. So.
I don't really know what the deal was with the Mets because even as like a hater, a cynic and a skeptic of what their whole pitching deal as I was, the fact that the offense wasn't like a total disaster, but they still fell apart the way they did. Like, I can't totally make sense of it. I know there was a piece up. Was it Tim Britton? On the Mets collapse, because it was another collapse, and the guys just saying like, we had the talent, like that, we had the belief, we had the work ethic, And I have no trouble believing that. I don't think people are talking out of their ass when they say, like, the Mets were good, but it all culminated in 83 wins and the falling flat on their face. I'm glad it's not me, because I'd be looking at this team, that team, and be like, what do you do with that? What do you do about that? I mean, the obvious answer is get pitchers who can, get past the fifth inning once in a while. You start there, but it's not the offense's problem. I don't know. It perplexes me, and I'm somebody who should be delighting in it every second, and I kind of am.
Longest start of his postseason career.
Yeah, I believe that, and he's going to keep going. Why not?
He's had great command. Mike Petriello just... Why can't I drop this in the chat?
What we got?
It's pretty good.
Wow.
Look at the edges. There's no pitches in the middle of the zone.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's absurd.
Look how
Right?
tight
I mean,
all
look
those
belt high
fastballs.
and up.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, a really good lineup isn't doing much with that, much less, whatever it is the Reds are throwing. All right, Matt. I think we'll give it a couple more minutes. Maybe give it this half inning here.
Bottom half of the inning.
Okay. Get another look at
Pies.
Connor Phillips.
I was gonna say something, but
I think you just missed that. Yeah. Yeah, there was a comment earlier about the bed music I've got going on. I just plucked out a couple of random tracks from a service
I
called
can't hear any of it.
Art List. Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to.
So there's been music playing this whole time.
Almost the whole time, yes. I've had really low music playing as like bed so that we don't have dead air. I just picked up a couple of tracks from a service called Artlist, artlist.io. They're trying to get into the video generation game too, but I don't dabble with that. They just have royalty-free music, and if you add in like your channel name, you get cleared, and they don't flag you for like copyright or anything like that. And it's just like kind of cool. It's where I got the theme music for our episodes from, and the little guitar ditty that I do for the occasional ad read or mid-roll thing that we've got. That's all Artlist. $15 a month to keep it cleared. Yeah, okay. Thank you to all of you.
Love to feel a ball hit the outfield with my leg.
Yeah, Noel V. Marte really well cast out there. He's got the arm for it, but he's got some learning to do out there.
In the ass, right in the ass.
Yeah.
Good way to feel the ball.
We're in the Luis Castillo trade, right? Noel V. Marte from Seattle.
I think so. Yeah.
He still only turns 24 this month.
Phillies Dodgers series. Who is America rooting for? The Phillies? Do you think people are tired of the Dodgers? Tired of Ohtani?
Maybe. Wouldn't they
But
be
people
tired
hate
of the
the
Phillies
Phillies.
too? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, that's a Matt A in our chat. That's a nice Paul O'Neill reference there.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I typically don't feel like the Phillies get a lot of national support. I don't say that as a persecution thing. I just think a lot of people are sick of our shit. But the 22 team, I think a lot of people really latched onto because they were so silly. Like there was the himbo meter just resonated with a lot of people. And they were against the Astros.
Oh, excuse me. And they were against the
everybody
Astros,
hates.
exactly. Everybody wanted the Astros to lose. Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got one
Who's
more
this guy?
Ohtani at bat.
Oh.
Where are you at? How far ahead of you am I? Did Phillips deliver a pitch?
Connor
yet?
Phillips is about to throw the first pitch, and he just did. Nice pitch.
All right, so like a second ahead.
He's pumping 99 here.
Ohtani with the pursed lip.
Yeah, what is his like?
So,
Is
like
Oh. Come on. That's absurd.
Oh, that's not a good pitch. That's not. Where does it go?
I
Oh,
feel like I realized I wasn't live, so I was ahead of you then.
oh, oh, that went a long way. It was the pursed lip.
454.
You knew,
It's the
you
first
knew
lip.
with the pursed lip that he was going to do something. Well, there we go. I'm glad we stayed on for that at least. Yikes. He's a menace. He's a good baseball player.
Reds in 2, the worst prediction ever made.
What did I say? Reds in 3? Is that at least my saving face here?
I couldn't believe you picked the Reds with me.
I did. Yeah, I don't feel as good about it after this.
My buddy was watching, not us, but watching the game with actual sound right before the Otani at bat said Dodgers organist is hitting us with some K-pop Demon Hunters. Which, are your kids into them? My kids are like obsessed with it.
They don't know about its existence yet, so I haven't seen it yet.
I could sing you Soda Pop. I'm not going to sing it then.
We're gonna have to create a whole new Patreon tier just for karaoke. one time $30.
Oh!
I somehow fell way
Almost.
behind you. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, I see that. Well, I was excited about Connor Phillips, and that has been tempered a little bit.
Did it hit him? Or is that ball?
No, I think he missed him. Although they're saying Freeman's up.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it did hit him. Oh, he's okay. Oh, Nick the jersey. Whoa.
Does it take him out of the game? What's he gonna do? I mean, they need to get down by a certain amount so they can use position player. I'm serious. I mean, that's like.
It's gross.
Who's
Is it weird that I
Suter?
have no desire to watch the rest of this game after this half inning's
No.
over?
They're
Brent
bringing
Suter?
Brent Suter, the fucking guy who dances. Like a dinosaur.
Ugh. Oh, it was ball 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really locked into this game. Sorry. All right, Matt. I think maybe we can call it. I don't think the Reds. I don't think the Reds are going to come back. We're doing.
Sorry, I was just reading something. I became totally quiet. I was just reading something.
We got.
How come
Brent
it took
Suter coming in.
Goldfish so long to lean into the be like goldfish? You would have thought that would have happened a couple years ago now.
They just
No,
needed
that's a
somebody with
reference to-
bright orange hair to come around and fill the spot.
No, but you know what it's about. You know, like if you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
I think I was like the last person to watch that show. Anyway, yes, get your daughter to listen to K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty catchy. There's some bangers on there.
All right, you know what? I could live with that if it meant not having to roll with Frozen for a little bit. I think that would be.
Oh, you
Frozen is
you
good.
should do this.
I think
It's
Frozen
good,
is
but
okay.
after 600 plays, yes, you're ready for
Wears on
something
you a little
else.
bit. The needle wears thin. All right, yeah, I think this is as good a time as any, because this game is not giving me the adrenaline rush I need to stave off the.
Well, I
Tuesday
got good
evening.
news for you.
What?
The Reds are starting Zach Littell tomorrow night.
Hmm. Is Abbott off cycle?
Ah. Abbott is pitching. Abbott would pitch game 3 because he pitched Saturday.
Saturday, right? Okay.
Just past
Yeah,
Saturday.
Zach Littell of
Get that ball onto the concourse.
Zach Littell famously brushed shoulders with Gabe Kapler as he was taken out of a game in 2021.
Was that Zach Littell?
Yeah. That's why I remember Zach Littell's name.
Brent Suter.
All right, yeah, we don't need to watch Brent Suter and do his thing. All right, thank you everybody. Matt, anything you want to say before we hop off for the evening?
I'm never making predictions ever again.
Still a little time for me too, but I might be. Yeah, I might be out of the prediction game myself too. Thank you everybody for joining us, for hanging out. Don't know if we'll do another one of these. We'll see, but I know we'll have for Patreon folks. We'll have mailbag coming on Friday.
Maybe Thursday night if there's a game 3 for any of the series.
That would be nice. Yeah, I would love to have a game 3.
Because it'd be at night.
Yeah, that would be good. So if there's a game 3, we'll
I feel like
look
there's going to
after
be
that.
a Red Sox Yankees game 3.
I think so. I would like there to be a game 3 there.
But I also just said I'm done with predictions. I made a prediction.
Yeah, you're still dealing them out. Oh, you just missed it.
Felt like a ball that should have been caught. I mean, I can't watch it. I'd love to see the high home of that. That was just weird.
Yeah. Wiggle. All right, cool.
All right.
That's it.
Good night.
Thank you,
for
everybody.
listening.
Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you a little later this week, maybe on Thursday. Stay tuned.